This week's Tuesday thought is on rejection. I'm just sitting here thinking about the experiences that I've had with rejection, whether it was through basketball and sports or it was through relationships, friendships coming and going, even females, and my experiences there. And what's so interesting being on the other side of these same rejections is that I admit that I have found myself frustrated oftentimes with the rejections because there was a level of expectation I carried inappropriately towards the people that dropped me. And at some point, I had to come to grips with taking accountability that really this frustration, this lack of peace, this disappointment that I'm taking on is in a way my fault because I didn't consider the source of the individuals who decided to drop me and mishandle me. It's almost like being mad at a toddler who you decide to give your car keys to. If you've ever tried this, you will know that giving your car keys to your toddler, maybe although isn't the best idea, is also an idea that results in the child or the toddler playing with the keys for a little bit, maybe a few moments, literally, before they decide to toss the keys somewhere else and then go and play with one of their blocks, one of their toys, another favorite toy of theirs. Understand how silly you become and how silly you look, being mad at the toddler for throwing the keys you chose to give them, when in reality, it was your lack of consideration for the source that leads to the actual frustration you're experiencing because the toddler had no business with the car keys in their hands. But let's take it a step further with this analogy. Even with the throwing away of the keys, do you find yourself thinking that the car loses its value because the child decided to toss the keys and doesn't care for it? No, of course not. Why not? Because the child doesn't even recognize the value that was in their hands before they threw the keys away. I just think it's really important as we contemplate on the topic of rejection that you consider the source of those who are rejecting you. Because oftentimes people that choose to reject you simply don't understand the value that you carry, don't completely see it, and toss you away, choosing to mishandle you. But I encourage you not to let that frustrate you, because when you consider the source, you look at their behaviors, you look at their alignment or lack thereof, and you pay attention to what is and not who you hope for them to be, you'll recognize that maybe, just maybe, you calculated or miscalculated this person to be able to handle what you have the capacity to give. And in the end, rejection reveals that either they prefer something different than you or they're not prepared for you. And when you consider those things, I think rejection has a little bit of a smoother ride and something that doesn't have to be personalized and become an internal wound on your life. I hope this made sense. If it did, type "caught it" in the comment section below and follow for more as we continue navigating through our healing and doing relationships the right way, which starts with us doing healing work on ourselves first. Bye.